What's up everybody, Greg here with Lensprotogo and Lens Rentals, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the new wireless system from Rode, the WirelessGO, as well as the Lavalier Go, which was released alongside this, but you can use any lavalier mic with this system. This is just the one that came with the kit. I'm going to start off with a full unboxing of the WirelessGO system, so looking at the transmitter and the receiver, as well as taking a look at the Lavalier Go and see what comes with this whole kit. And then we'll go into some tests, checking out how well the WirelessGO system stacks up against some other lavaliers out there like the Sennheiser AVX, which is more than double the price of it. And we're also going to look at just some sound quality tests with the Lavalier Go microphone, as well as the mic that is built in to the WirelessGO system. Now you can see it comes in a pretty small package. On the back here, you can see everything that comes with it. So we have the receiver and transmitter, the two fur windshields, two USB-C cables, an SC cable or stereo cable, and a little pouch to hold all of it in. On the side, you get some specs on here. So it uses the 2.4 gigahertz frequency. It has a built-in microphone in one of the lavs, which is really unique to this setup. And they're ultra compact, and that's one of the reasons I really love this system. So let's open this thing up and see what's in the package. Slide it out here. Open up, so we get a first look at the quick start guide, which is super simple. That's really all it is just this little flap. Flipping that open, a couple more little graphics, and then you see the WirelessGO system. So we have our receiver here as well as our transmitter, and those are just clipped on. As you can see, they're very, very small, super compact. We'll get back to those in a second. In here, you also have two USB-C cables, one on the left side, one on the right side, and those are just used to charge these through the USB-C on the side of the unit. Going on to the rest of the things in the box, you have a couple little wind muffs here. I'm not exactly sure why they sent two of them, but you get two of them with it, maybe in case you lose one or one breaks. But you just clip it right onto the top of your transmitter, and there you have it with a nice little wind buffer so that it won't create any scratchy or wind noise going over that microphone when you're out shooting. You also get a stereo cable, and this is used to plug the receiver into your camera using an 1/8 inch input, which is what most DSLRs and mirrorless systems use. You got a little silica packet, which is used to store it. You can throw that out. Or next you have a little safety card, which talks about some of the regulatory things for the frequency that you're on and some other information that you don't really need to worry about. And then lastly, you have this nice little pouch with some Velcro, which is used to store all of these little pieces. So you can put your transmitters in there, you can put your cables, basically anything you need for traveling around and just keeping it all organized and in one spot. Now it is a little bit small, and I can't seem to fit all of the different cables and stuff in here, which you don't need. If you have one of these USB-C, you can charge both of the units, and they have a pretty good runtime of about 7 hours, so you probably don't need both of them, but if you do, you might need to get a little bit bigger case to have it all fit in here. So that's it. That comes in the transmitter package, but you can also get it with the lavalier kit, which is a little bit of an extra cost, but you get that lavalier that you can plug into it instead of just using the one that's built on the transmitter. So let's check out and see what that comes with. Again, a nice little box. Unsticks from the top here and opens up, and then you can slide this out. Everything's in this nice little pouch, great for storage. You have another silica packet. You have the wireless lavalier mic, which comes with a little windscreen on the top of it. You get a little clip, which is used to clip it onto like a shirt or something, some Velcro straps, and then again, that pouch to store all of it in. So now that we've boxed it up, let's get this thing set up and then start doing some tests and see how this audio sounds. Now I actually already opened up one of these kits and I'm using it right now. So all of the audio that you've heard has been with this Rode wireless system using the Lavalier Go microphone. So if you like how this sounds, then you're gonna like this kit. But I also wanted to check out and see how well it sounded just using the lavalier transmitter, and also test it out with a higher quality mic that costs a little bit more money, and then also do a test with the AVX kit to see how that audio sounds using that microphone as well. Now before I jump over and check out the transmitter alone, I wanna see how the noise floor is on the Lavalier Go microphone. So I'm just gonna be quiet for 5 or 6 seconds so we can see what that noise floor is, and then I'm gonna bump it up about 20 dB in post so we can really tell what's happening with the sound. So here I've switched over to the transmitter only using the internal mic that is on the transmitter itself. I do have the windscreen on it, so it might sound a little bit better than if you take that off, but I'm in a studio, so I don't really need it. So let's pull it off and see how it sounds. Here it is without that wind muff. And I'm gonna talk really loud and see how it picks up those higher volumes, as well as talking a little bit quieter and seeing what that sounds like as I'm sort of talking in a hushed tone. Now with the transmitter by itself, I also want to check out how high the noise floor is and how loud it is when I'm not talking. So I'm going to be quiet for about 5 or 6 seconds, and I'm going to bump up the noise floor in post about 20 dB to see what that sounds like. So now that we've gotten the lavalier transmitter out of the way, let's jump over and see how it sounds using the AVX mic or the MKE2. All right, so here we are with the Sennheiser MKE2 microphone plugged into the WirelessGO transmitter from Rode and seeing how this sounds. I'm gonna do the same sort of test, so I'm gonna talk really loud and see how it picks up those higher volumes, and then I'm gonna bring it down and talk more in a hushed tone to see if it picks those up a little bit better or a little bit worse. I'm also gonna see what the noise floor levels are, so I'm just gonna be quiet for 5 seconds so we can see how those levels sound. So I've swapped out all of the Rode gear for the Sennheiser AVX kit. So I have the new transmitter on me, which I'm using right now with the MKE2 mic, and this is what it sounds like. So talking a little bit louder and seeing how it picks that up, as well as talking a little bit quieter. And then we'll go in and see how that noise floor sounds for a couple seconds. So here we go, going through all of the microphones, starting with the WirelessGO system with the built-in microphone. To the WirelessGO system with the lavalier Go microphone. To the WirelessGO system using the Sennheiser MKE2 microphone. And then lastly, looking at the Sennheiser AVX kit with the Sennheiser MKE2 mic. So that's all of these different mics in a studio environment. You let me know down below which one you like the best and which one sounds the best. But one more test that I want to check out is how well the distance works on these Rode WirelessGO. Now the website claims that it can go up to 230 feet, which is pretty impressive for such a small transmitter pack like this. So we're going to head outside and see how far away we can get and still get some really clean audio with the WirelessGO system. So let's get outside. All right, so I'm gonna head out back into that woods that way, stopping every 25 feet to see how the audio sounds and if it's cutting out or if it's still really clear. So let's start off with this, going to 25 feet. So here I am at 25 feet. How does this audio sound? Should be pretty good. I'm not too far away. Again, they said we could go up to 230 feet, so let's see how far we can get. Here I am 50 feet away from the camera, and I don't know why I'm talking louder, not screaming to the camera, because it should be coming through the microphone. So how does this sound at 50 feet? Here I am at 75 feet. How does this sound? I'm getting pretty far away from the camera now, but the audio should still sound pretty clear. Here I am 100 feet away from the camera, so almost half the distance of what we can actually do. Pretty impressive. I'm at 125 feet now, which is a little bit over half the total distance that we can do with this wireless system, or what they say it is capable of. All right, starting to get pretty far away. Camera's getting really small in the distance, and I'm at 150 feet right now. But it should still sound pretty good if they say it can go up to 230. I've made it to 175 feet away from the camera. I'm probably starting to get pretty small in the frame, but the audio should still sound really clear. This is 200 feet away from the camera. I'm way back in the woods now. I can barely see the camera through all the trees and like that. The audio should still sound pretty good because we have another 30 feet to go before it says it's going to drop off. Let's go up to 200. All right, I'm at 275 feet away from the camera, and I'm guessing that there's no audio coming through. Max limit is 230. Who knows? If I can 200 sound through this, that would be pretty amazing. So I just got back in and checked out how that distance audio test sounded, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed. You can get out to about 125 feet pretty reliably before you start to see a couple little drop-offs here and there. The big thing is keeping that line of sight with the transmitter and the receiver. Because as you can see, as I dropped down over the hill around 200 feet, it started to drop off completely, but then it picked back up again at 275 feet, which is crazy impressive for a little thing like this, even though it was chopping in and out. So I'd say you can probably get up to 125 feet, maybe 150 feet, pretty reliably depending on where you're shooting, but I'd stay on that closer side if you can. If you want to try any of these lav kits out, from the WirelessGO with the lavalier Go mic to the AVX with the MKE2 mic, or any combination of those, check out the links in the description down below. That's going to head over to Lensprotogo where you can try them out. If you have any questions about these lavaliers, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for new videos every single week, and I'll see you in the next one.